is that you're telling us that you're leaving, but we understand that you're never going to leave us. So I just want to understand, how do we understand this point that you're leaving, but you're never actually leaving us?
Could you all hear him? So he's saying, I'm leaving, I'm saying I'm leaving, but we hear that a Vaishnava never dies, and we hear that the relationship between disciple and guru is eternal. So in one sense, it's like I'm saying to all of you, bye-bye, I'm out of here. You got to stay in the prison now, and I'm out of this prison, I'm gone. It's nice knowing you working together, but Haribo. No, it's not like I'm leaving you behind, or that the connection really changes, that much. It's just that physically, I'm going to a different space. Just as I was with you in England, and then I left and went to, Croatia, Russia, and then came to America. So we were still in touch, but in a different way. When I was with you in England, you were bringing me to Prasadam, we were talking, you were helping me with email. And so there was a certain way how we related and served. And then when I left and went to other places, you still knew I was your guru, and you had services and I had service. And you still knew we were all blessed by mercy of Prabhupada, to serve his mission. You still knew that you had so many uncles and aunties and godbrothers and godsisters, and just an amazing realm of support, of solace. So you have to look at it, more in that way. Is that now you won't be able to, bring the prasadam to me, or do the emails, or get the direct chastisement in the physical, but I'll still chastise you. So some small shift is there, but still, and we look at this, we think of the Goswamis, and we see how they were so sad, and so to a certain extent, when one of their colleagues left. At the same time, they're eternally connected, and at the same time, especially on their particular level, they're always so conscious. But still, we look at Srinivas and so many cases we could cite of how they were, it was overwhelming. And so similar. Or when Prabhupada left, it was overwhelming. But his mission goes on, and every day we can connect with him deeper if we want to. You see? I feel like I've connected deeper with Prabhupada after he left in some ways than even when he was here. Even though he, gave me some amazing blessings and spoiled me in different ways while he was here. But I realized I connected deeper with Prabhupada through certain dreams or revelations, and also through certain ways of how my God brothers and God sisters explain some of their realizations and meetings and associations with Prabhupada. It actually gave me more Prabhupada's association than even sometimes physically being in a room with Prabhupada, hearing his lecture, etc.
Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnana-anjana-shalakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dear devotees, I will try to say something on the topic service in separation. We can serve two features of Gurudev. One is Vani and the other is Vapu. And I already spoke last year something about my Vani service to his teachings. And this time I would like to share how I can try to serve his Vapu with merciful guidance of some of Gurudev's godbrothers. And the seed was planted when I went on my first pilgrimage after Gurudev's departure in 2007. And I went to Sri Vrindavan Dham and really tried to find guidance and tried to connect on a more deeper level. And I met His Holiness Mahanidhi Swami, who told me, you should now pray to Gurudev so that Gurudev may reveal his eternal Svarupa to you, so that in this way you can connect on the deeper level with him. So I am still trying to connect with this instruction. I don't know what is Gurudev's eternal Svarupa, how it really looks like in detail, but we have some generic guidelines, especially in our ISKCON Puja handbooks, in our handbooks for internal Manasi Seva. And in this way, we can every day imagine, visualize ourselves in Sri Navadvip, meditate first on Sri Navadvip, on our spiritual identity, and then on the identity of Gurudev as 15 years old Brahmana, associate, eternal associate, and servant of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And I find this very fulfilling and very practical meditation where I can develop my deeper connection to Srila Gurudev. And in this way, I seek your blessings for this path. Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Radhe, Hare Krishna. So how do I continue to carry all these blessings of Gurudev that I receive in my life and I still receiving? The main thing is that I continue to distribute his books in Croatian language, which have been published and distributed through the past of these 22 years. So all of his books are being published in Croatian language, and except one book, and this is one last one of the reflection series. This is a connection that brings me very closer through his mercy when he was physically present as well as now. And this is very important for me, and very important and very fulfilling for me, and to be a part of it, to be part of this connection that flowing from Radha Krishna through Guru and through his books to the people. Second thing is that I, with my partner, my fiancée Latica, we are working with people. We're working as sound healers. We are organizing gong sound baths and traveling on the Adriatic coast and continental part. And we like to assist people. This is also part of this, how I see how to be in this giving mood. And I also assisting Latica in her work, her mission. She's a teacher of sacred dance, Beregnja practice, sacred Slavic dance that assists women in their connection and healing, and I like to assist her in this regarding videos and pro materials and websites and all my knowledge as support. I'm happy to support her, and it's very fulfilling to be amongst the people and to be of the assistance of them. This is how I see to carry these blessings of Gurudev. And for me it's also personally, I try to be more holistic approach to life, to spirituality, to my path, and also to work on my shadow and to grow in love, as Gurudev told us that our love will be show that we go deeper in this bhakti, in love. So this is what inspires me and what I find the most valuable. And yeah, this is shortly. I felt his presence, his guidance, his blessings as always, and I'm feeling very blessed with my partner in life that assisting me, that we grow spiritually and in our love, through divine love, in our love to serve others and to grow in this relationship. Jai Gurudev, Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Radhe. Hare Krishna, dear God family, please accept my humble obeisances. This is Ananda Vrindavan Dasi from Bosnia. And what kept me going for all these years of physical separation from Gurudev? How did I try to keep this sacred relationship alive? First of all, of course, course, through the service to Gurudev, I always try to keep some service, especially in regards to his books, to keep Gurudev's legacy alive by working on books, distributing books, speaking on books in my small capacity. Second thing is keeping connection with God family, Gurudev disciples. That's really a powerful way to stay in touch and to receive mercy and love of Gurudev, and staying in touch with Gurudev's God family, his God brothers and God sisters in special Shiksha connections. That's really a wonderful way also to keep the memory and inspiration alive. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that really Gurudev kept his promise that he will be available even when he physically departs, even more if we reach out to him. And he inspired so many devotees, so many people, that in that way he provided an easy access to areas which would be otherwise not easily accessible for the disciples, by inspiring so many people to reach out to us, his disciples, and provide us with assistance, love, and guidance. Thank you so much for this opportunity to speak and share with my heart. Hare Krishna, all the best.
Drage sestre i braćo, dragi Vajšnave, Hare Krishna. Ja sam Mritiju Das, iniciran 2005. godine. U ovom trenutku kada razmišljamo o našem guru Maharadžu koji je napustio ovaj materijalni svijet, govorimo o glavnoj temi i stožernoj temi njegovog učenja, a to je ljubav. On je u svojim književnim uradcima poručio: prigrlite ljubav, odbacite strah. Strah izjeda, ljubav jača i okrepljuje. Stoga prigrlite ljubav, odbacite strah. Pogotovo u ovim teškim vremenima u kojima živimo i opstajemo, to ćemo moći učiniti jedino uz ljubav prema bratu čovjeku i prema Bogu.
Najvažniji dan u životu je kad sretneš svog duhovnog učitelja. Od tada je on zauvijek tvoj duhovni učitelj.
Guru Mukta Palma Vakya Sikvete Koriya Kya Arna Koriho
Šrimati Radharani je rekla: bolje je biti odvojen od Krišne nego sastati se s njim. Kada se sastanem s njim, postoji samo jedan Krišna, a kada sam odvojena od njega, sva tri svijeta su ispunjena Krišnom.
Shri Guru Charane Rati Ese Utamagati Che Prashade Pure Sarva
U Ašoka Šumarku, u društvu velikog flautiste, duhovni učitelj pleše, a ponekad kosim pogledom prelazi preko svojih učenika. To su njegove transcendentalne zabave.
Guru charane rati vesse utamagati je prashade pure sarva asha.
Hare Krishna, poštovanje svima, Jai Gurudev, moje ime je Mahananda Das. Povedan sam sa Guru Maharađem na način da radim na projektu samodržive zajednice New Gita Nagar i Sankirtan Dam ili Eko selo veselo, zadnjih 9,5 godina. Imamo temporu male za 50 bakta, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Gorni i Taj su tu, još ih očekujemo da se pojave. Onda imamo Nrsimhadeva, Tulasi, preko 30 smo posadili, organiziramo festivale ovdje za 50 bakta, mali temporum, vani ćemo graditi veliki temporum za 100 bakta, restoran, radimo sve na drva, znači imamo krušnu peć, zidat ćemo također na cigle krušnu peć, podijelili smo oko 100,000 porcija prasadama u ovo vrijeme, s tim se financiramo cijeli projekt. Uglavnom manje više sam radim i iz nekoliko bakta pomaže, tako da ovdje znači će biti sladoled, već je malo mračno. Da vidimo restoran za 50 bakta, recimo ovih mjesta unutarnjih će biti zimski plus 150 ljetna terasa, ovdje ćemo zidati krušnu peć. Imamo potencijal za kamp, oko 2 hektara zemlje. Znači da vidimo malo, ovo je mirni kraj, sjeverozapadna Hrvatska, Međimurje. Lijepa priroda, mirno je. Imamo stotine voća, smo posadili rajski vrt, izvor vode, šuma i tako to izgleda otprilike izvana malo. Radimo sa blatom i sa glinom, zidove, sobe za bakte, za goste, ovdje će biti temporum veliki. To je to. Hare Krishna, molimo sve za blagoslove. 10.9. imamo Rata Jatru, festival u Čakovcu, dođite. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, God brothers and God sisters. I'm Bhavatarini Devi Dasi from Croatia. I've got the initiation from our Gurudeva, His Holiness Bhaktitirtha Guru Maharaja in the year 2005, a few months before his disappearance. After his departure, I received some instructions from him in my several dreams. At that time it was a great encouragement for me. Thanks to Shiksha Gurus, His Holiness Chandramali Swami and His Holiness Bir Krishna Goswami, and thanks to the other nice devotees who helped me to go further in my spiritual life. My realization was that the love of my Gurudeva maintained me all these years in the process. His love is eternal in my heart, and I'm in his heart as his disciple. Dear Gurudeva, thank you for your instructions, for your leadership, for your great heart and unselfish love you have given to everybody. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Gurudeva.
Do the bhajans like that. So let us be happy and fully thrilled that we were able to serve together. Let us be fully excited about how we continue this service. Let me beg for your blessings and prayers that as I go through this last shift, that I can do it in a way that will help you more and will give more pleasure to my spiritual master. As I said, this is a very difficult situation of this shift. At the same time, I gave you a little glimpse of the excitement that's there as well. I thank Prabhupada so much for allowing me to be used in this way, and I beg his forgiveness for the fears and the reluctance, the procrastination sometimes that basically my mind would have. I still try to give in as much as I could. Obviously, some imperfections were there. I thank him so much for allowing me to minimize some of your sufferings. Some of you would have encountered a lot more difficulties in your own spiritual journey, and some of that's going to also be eliminated by you looking deeper now at the process and being less distracted by just basic issues that's going to be there. Some of you now will try to have more quality sadhu sangha with others. This is just we're being forced to, as Prabhupada's disciples go. We don't know who is going to leave next. So now as we associate at festivals or meetings or look at each other, we share so much deeper heart connection because we are warriors on the battlefield who can become casualties in different ways due to old age, sickness, and sometimes somebody can bloop. We can look out and realize the amazing variegated family Prabhupada has given us. And we realize this could not just happen by ordinary arrangements. This is due to all kinds of divine showering of blessings that so many souls during Kali Yuga at this time can say yes to Krishna. So you keep on trying to say yes, even though I would go into my thinking of Vrindavan, still I'll be thinking of all of you in the mood of us joining up together serving. I won't be able to think of you in terms of our present services anymore, or our present environments of struggle, or our present field of activities. So I hope the way I shared this did not break etiquette. I prayed deeply before speaking this so that I could try to give you the best of what I could possibly offer with what limitations that I have. So I could be as honest as possible and let you see my happiness and excitement as well as my timidness about this. So I pray to Prabhupada that I didn't say something that may cause your mind to be even a little more confused. I'm not deserting you. I'm not abandoning you. I've just been called to do other services. And since I made myself available, I volunteered, so now I have to be ready to do those services. I don't know exactly all the details or specifics of what I may go through now, but I do understand Divya Mata is that there is madness and there is divine madness. In order to really break all the necessary shackles, then one has to enter into a divine madness. The sweetness of, I'm all yours, Krishna, and you're all mine. A sweetness that goes beyond any level of love we've ever encountered in this lifetime. A sweetness that goes beyond any kind of protection that we've ever wanted. It's much greater than that. And the sweetness that's of activities that are far beyond the way we normally try to engage ourselves and seek for pleasure. So I'm eager for that and ready for that. And I thank you all for helping this to be accessible for me. because I can never be put in this position if it wasn't for special mercy from Guru and Sadhus. So, Hari Bol.